Okay, welcome back. So now we're going to just copy a lot of this stuff. Oh, hold on, Jeff, but what about the map? Yes, sorry, my bad. The last thing we want to do here to get this finished as such, okay, is to bring in our map. So we're going to grab our placeholder. We're going to run it about here and about like this. Initially it's going to cover everything, but that's okay. We're going to go File, Play, no. Sorry. Get rid of that wrong thing. File, Place. We're going to pull up our map again. It is going to be too small. We're going to go to Fittings and fit content proportionally. So now we have this big map. And then we're going to go to Object, Arrange, and Send to Back. Okay. So now it's in the back. What do we want to do with this? Well, we want to do a few things. We can make it really big. We can make it really small because it's just a background. However, if you go back to what I said a little while ago, I probably want to move that up a bit so that at least the Vancouver piece there is showing. Now, we also don't want, this is in its full gray color, so we want to probably make this down to about 80% or maybe even 75% roughly. So it is a little bit lighter. You can make it as light as, click on what we want, which is the map. You can make it as light as you want. You can very visible if you want to keep it really to that point. We don't need to keep it, well, let's try it at 50-ish. Okay, so it's quite, that's where we want it, and then everything else is now set up. So now when we look at the interactivity and click on the play button, we see now this is what the page looks like. Now, the only other thing we might want to actually change is the logo size, because that's a little bit small. But that might then change all of this formatting and or where you want the logo. So again, we can just go to Object, Transform, Scale, and we can maybe take it up to that isn't 100%. Go to Object, Transform, Scale, 110%. You can see it's a little bit bigger. You can make it as big as small as you want. Also need to think about how you want to position this. Do you want it so that there's a little bit of gray and a little bit of gray, so it gives off some dimension or some edges to it? Do you want to put it right up in the corner? In this case, it would be the white on white. So there's a couple of things you can do with that. You can just do the hold down Control or Command key, and it will proportionally resize it, however you want to do that. Okay, so again, you should have saved this before. If not, we're going to save it again. So what do we want to do? Now, can we just copy this page and go down and change the things? Yes, we could, but that means we would have to go back up to our map and retell these pages that they're now this page for destination and change the buttons, etc. So this is why it's actually easier to copy a bunch of things and bring it down. So instead of 1, 1, 1, 1, here's what we're going to do. Now, unlike in Office, where if you want to connect, or if you want to click on multiple objects at the same time, you basically just hold down the Command key, click, click, click. Doesn't work that way here. We're going to do Shift. So basically what I'm going to say is, well, actually, or we can do a few things. We can, well, that's the map, sorry. So we got our map we want. Let's lock the map. There we go. So it's out in the way. What we can do is go like this. So everything here is highlighted. Go Control C, bring it down to here. Go Control V. That's pretty much where we want it. Bring it down to here. Control V, that's a little too high. We'll drag it down a bit like that. And then, now remember, we haven't made any buttons with any of this stuff yet. So they're all just an object at this point in time. Okay? And we'll do the map last for all of these because that is, we're going to change the location or the formatting of it, etc. And then basically we will go like this, and that should give us our triangle and this stuff, but without that and without that. So we'll Control C, Control V. Yeah, we'll just sort of drag that up to there for now. Okay. Ah, see, now it did. Did you see that? I'm going to go Z. It did grab the logo, which is not what we want. So we're going to delete that. Okay. What we want here is we want this box. So we're going to now go Shift. We want the button. We want this text box, and we want this text box. That's all we want. So now if we go Control C, that's all we should get. Control V, there we go. So now we can pull that up in there. We'll have to rearrange things shortly. Control V. And so now it's just a matter of changing over the text. It should be much easier to move in because it should be still safe formatted as it is currently. Okay. So then we'll just cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste. Okay. Start with here. Go to our triangle. It's where we want it, but we're going to go Object, Arrange, Send to Back. Boom. This stays the same. That stays the same. It's this part that changes. So we pull up our document. We're on page 3, KSA. So it is this piece that we're going to go now Control C. Double click in here, delete that, Control V, and it's already formatted. The other piece then that we want to change is the content or the context. We're going to take this, Control C, go in here, Control V. So you begin to see you don't need to do the whole pages, just the pieces you want. Okay. We'll do the link part at the end. Let's get the content in first. And we can do the links when we're doing the interactivity. So this, again, the gray object, arrange, send it back. Pull up this, page 4. Work with 2018 VIP kit, Control C, Control V, content or context, Control C, Control V, and we'll deal with that part later. Now we need to do this. I have changed, and this is what happens quite often. So I changed the pages around. Sorry about that. This is actually page 3 now, but in terms of here, it's page 5. So it is this. We're going to take it now and just move it in. Control V. Put in the context. Control C. Now, that's all the basic info. Let's go play around with here that we know is working. And so put everything in, and then we'll come back and we'll do all of the buttons.